Revenge. While we all want it removed from 1v1, not a lot we can do until Ubisoft get around doing it. Hi guys, Jagira here. So in this video, I'll give you some tips on how to deal with someone who is using revenge to make your 1v1 games against these people just a little more relaxing. This video is mainly aimed at people who are new to the game or just started, but hopefully everyone can learn something from this video. So let's get into it. But first, what is revenge? Revenge is a state gained during a fight after taking a certain amount of damage or blocking your opponent's attacks. You can press a button to go into revenge mode. You can see how long it will be before you can activate it by the little bar in the bottom of the left hand screen. After pressing the required button, your character will begin screaming like Goku from Dragon Ball Z, glowing yellow, auto parrying anyone who attacked you while you're transforming. Your throws and knockback skills will now knock your opponent down to the ground. A good example of this is the Lawbringer's shove will now knock down a target, the Warlord's headbutt will now knock down a target, and so on and so forth. Also, parrying an attack will cause your opponent to fall down, and on top of that, you'll also get a shield added to your HP, your base attack is also increased, unlimited stamina, and something similar to Shogoki's passive, which means your opponent's attacks will no longer interrupt yours. So now we've covered what revenge is, let's go into the ways that we can counter it. Observation is key. Keep an eye on your opponent's emblem next to their HP bar. When this starts glowing yellow, you know your opponent has filled up the revenge bar enough to activate revenge. So a little trick I suggest doing is feinting a heavy attack to bait out the revenge. This can be done by pressing the button for a heavy attack and then cancelling the heavy attack immediately. This can be done with E on the keyboard, B on the Xbox controller and circle on the PS4 controller. Because as I previously mentioned, when revenge is activated, it will auto parry everyone who attacked and cause them to be knocked down to the ground. So if you feint a heavy attack, your opponent will most likely activate revenge in the hope of getting that knockdown on you. But as you feinted the attack, it did not connect, so you will not be knocked down to the ground. Also, they may activate it in response to a grab attempt. For example, if you're a peacekeeper and you go in for your grab and then you do the stab combo, there's a high chance that they could therefore activate revenge as a counter to that stab combo. So if you're a peacekeeper, just a little warning there that you may cause them to activate revenge that way. When you see revenge activated, always go on the defensive, never go on the offensive. So back up and be ready to react to the situation. If you are against the Lawbringer, get ready to avoid the shove. Are you versus a Conqueror? Then get ready to avoid the shield slam. Never dodge to the side. That will allow them to get a free guard breaking. But it is worth noting that if you're confident in your skills, you can parry their attacks. This will guarantee you a guard break so you can push them away and gain some distance. When you see them transform, jump right back, check your surroundings. Are you in a narrow area? Are you in a wide area? Do you have hazards which you can use to your advantage? These little things of just observing your surroundings will definitely help you, because you do not want to be caught literally against a wall with someone who is revenged. You will just die instantly. Also, like I said, check for hazards. While they are revenged, they are not, invulnerable. They will die from falling off a cliff or being put into spikes. Some of you may say that's a little bit low, but if they're using revenge in 1v1, they are kind of asking for it. They say patience is a virtue, and that is the case when you are against a revenge target. Remember, no matter how much health they had before revenge, they will be back to that amount after revenge is over. The exception to this is if the target was under one single bar of health. As in that case, they will regenerate back that HP to fill up that one bar. As we mentioned before, they gain the shield during the revenge, so there is no point at all in attacking them, as you're not damaging them, you're damaging the shield, and after the shield is gone, your efforts are basically wasted. So all you're doing is just wasting your time, wasting your stamina, and putting yourself in a very dangerous spot where you can be knocked down, heavily damaged, or in the worst case scenario, lose the round. So just wait it out, play defensive. It is much better safe than sorry. And now we come to the conclusion of what we have learned. We have learned what revenge is, the signs of how we can tell if an opponent has revenge, how to bait them into using revenge without you being knocked down, and you yourself reacting to the situation, changing from going very offensively to very defensively. And finally, we have learned patience, learning to be patient against a target who has revenge. So that will bring the video to an end. I hope you all enjoyed it and learned something from it. If you enjoy my content, please feel free to like and subscribe. It means a lot to me, guys. I've been Jagira, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.